wife and I have both lived in many different places in large urban areas, overseas, and we like diversity. We have people who are unemployed, people who have lived here for decades on fixed incomes. We have professionals, we have graduate students, we have blue-collar workers. We live in a diverse world, and I appreciate having that diversity in my daily life.
Just enjoying the weather. Nice cup of coffee, sunrise.
People have moved in, people have invested in renovating houses, so those are the kinds of things I've seen.
What we're really excited about in our work is we see Durham is undergoing a fantastic renaissance right now that's unparalleled in anywhere locally and maybe even in the country. I think, you know, what's fascinating about the neighborhood is that, and these old historic neighborhoods, is that these aren't tract homes. Each one of these homes is custom built and by a custom builder, and a lot of the lumber is milled on site, and each one is totally different from the one next to it.
There's quite a few other aspects of it, of duplicating Victorian lintels. This house is a transitional one between Victorian architecture and arts and crafts style. It was actually built by a builder in 1920 as a showpiece, and so we've tried to really pay respect to his original vision for the house, and I think we've kept most of that, and we have done a couple modifications for modern living.
A lot of these have fallen into disrepair and seen 50, 60 plus years of deferred maintenance that needs to be addressed, and that's a lot of what we're doing. What's challenging is that these old homes, it often costs more to gut them and rebuild them right as it would to actually build a new one exactly like it.
My concern is that if real estate gets bought up and renovated and then sold at a increased or much increased price, then some people will be forced out of the neighborhood, and the people who move in will be more socioeconomically homogeneous than they are now.
What was interesting about this house is we had this house pre-sold. Obviously it's not finished yet, about 3 months before its completion date, and I had been doing contracting work in Durham for quite a long time. I've never seen a bidding war on a house before, and we had a bidding war on this house.
Individually, I'm not all that interested in historic designation. I appreciate historic houses and appreciate people who restore them accurately, but I'm not of the mind that historic neighborhoods need to be preserved down to the details.
Based on the solutions that I'm aware of, it seems like kind of a Section 8 program is perhaps one of the best solutions, to the extent that you can, you know, if a family needs some additional help to be able to afford rent, then you have, they get that subsidies from the, I guess it's from HUD, exactly, and then that way they have the opportunity to live in a variety of neighborhoods, and you don't end up with a problem where you have you know, concentrated public housing. I mean,
since I've been in the neighborhood association and people here have struggled with ways to rehabilitate and renovate houses but keep them affordable. One of the things we did 10 years ago was contact some local churches and so forth, try and get assistance, and we weren't successful. we've toyed with the idea of trying to pool money and buy a house and renovate it, not necessarily to historical designation, but to livable standards. And we just didn't have the financial resources to do that.
The thing that I think is most spectacular about these projects is the amount of effort, time, and capital that needs to go into them to do them properly is really significant.
I guess basically I don't like the idea of housing being a commodity. I like housing being something that people enjoy.